Okay, going straight to the point. I don't want to waste your time. I'm going to give you a video that I wish I knew or I saw, or the advice that I was looking for when I was trying to find my purpose. I'm excited to tell you this because I think that that's going to change a lot for yourself. So if you're someone that's been stuck in life or lost or confused because you do not know what your purpose is, here's how to find it. Your purpose comes next to the worst thing that's happened to you. Your gifts were given to you through your traumas. And traumas is subjective. Whatever one person has gone through or someone else has gone through can be very different, yet it could have the same impact on their lives. Don't judge yourself for the type of traumas you've had if you don't feel like they're traumatic enough. Every trauma is trauma, and every trauma has impacted who you are today. And everything that has been the worst thing that's happened to you is something that is meaningful, because that can be what shows you your purpose right now. Why do you think I teach you about perfectionism, imposter syndrome, fear of being seen, having self-doubt, having depression or anxiety, or having a loss of identity? Why do you think I tell you all these things? Because I freaking went through all of that. That's giving me purpose. Me going on my self-improvement journey and trying to heal those things and overcome those things, that's exactly what I needed to do to get better. And I'm coming on here on YouTube to try to teach others to do the same, because that is the most authentic thing that I can do. I'm not here to teach you how to become the best manager of a corporate job, because that just has nothing to do with what I've been through in my life. Actually, I think I could get around with it, with the mindset portion of it. But you get the point. Like, this does not feel that relatable. The type of people I'm going to attract are the type of people that had the similar pain as I've had. So usually there's one event that has been the biggest setback that you've had in your life. If you think about it, there's one moment. But here's the crazy thing. When you start looking at it really, really closely, you realize that there were tons of limiting beliefs or flawed thinking that has made the whole situation worse. One of the biggest setbacks that I've had in my life was when I was in 2021 and I tore my knee, and I felt like I was coming off of a huge high in my career to tearing my knee and then not being able to recover quick enough and missing the Olympics. And, there was just a lot of issues that came from that. And it was really hard for me to bounce back in my career. And I'm sorry if I didn't put context, but I'm a professional soccer player. So as a pro athlete, like, your performance on the field is really important, because that's literally what defines your value. And I wasn't able to come back healthily, and I wasn't able to get some playing time because it was just bad timing and all of that. That eventually led me to have a huge identity crisis. And I started to lose who I was. I didn't know who I was anymore. I didn't feel like I was worth anything. I felt like I had no value to give to other people. I didn't know what was the point of me being here. I started to have such a negative mindset, and then it would catch me off guard, because that was the first time in my whole life that I've ever been so negative about myself and so pessimistic. And I just felt so confused. And then I felt bad for feeling that way. And I'm like, I shouldn't be feeling that way. I'm supposed to have a tough mentality, yet I felt so depressed. And then eventually it led to some panic attacks. And then I was taking antidepressants. I was like, who am I? That's just not me. So that huge loss of identity and feeling worthless was extremely painful for me, but I really did create all of these things myself. Because eventually, over time, I figured it out and I brought myself back, and now I have a thriving career, and everything I said back then was just not true. Here's what you got to do right now. You have to look back at that thing that has pained you so much, but look at where you have created a narrative of who you are today. Like, I'm a perfectionist, I'm lazy, I'm a failure. All these negative words that you associate with who you are, with what has happened to you. This is where you can change your life. You have to redefine what that event was and create the new qualities that came out of that. Okay, all these things happened to you, but you were strong. You believed in yourself. You bounced back. You found solutions. You need to recreate that narrative of how you overcame that situation. And when you figure out the tools and you work on your self-improvement, that's when you're capable of teaching others what you learn. That is why you need to journal and self-reflect, because whatever you figure out that has worked, that has made you overcome your pain, that is something that is so valuable, and that is part of your purpose, is to relieve pain from other people by teaching them what you've learned. How good does it feel when you listen to one of my videos or someone that you look up to or respect, and they tell you something that has an aha moment in your mind, and you're like, that is the solution I was looking for my pain. How good does that feel? You can give that to other people. What keeps me going on this channel is realizing how I can impact people with what I've been through. The reason why people relate so much to what I say and feel like I'm so authentic is because I am authentic. Everything I say, I've been through. I've walked my talk, basically. So your purpose, to make it clear, is to help people that go through what you've been through, or to help people avoid the pain that you've been through by talking about it, by telling others how they can not go through what you've been through, not make the mistakes that you have made, not hold on to the beliefs that you have, hold on to the beliefs that made you suffer more than what you needed to. That's where your gift lies. And I think that a lot of people don't understand what the meaning of life is. Let me just give you a meaning for yourself, and you'll see like there's nothing that feels wrong about this. And ultimately, I feel like if you pick that and eventually if it changes, that's good. But don't expect something to come to me with, don't expect a meaning to come to you without committing to something first and adjusting along the way. If you just let time try to do it with no intention, you're never going to find the meaning of your life. So let me give you one to start with, and you can adjust along the way. Your meaning right now in your life is to serve humanity, is to find a way to impact other people's lives positively. That's the meaning of your life. That is actually fulfillment. When you feel fulfilled, it's not happiness, because happiness has conditions. Happiness is a moment. It's a cup of coffee. It's recognition. It's when people maybe give you a gift, or I don't fucking know, when you achieve something. That is a moment of happiness, but that's not sustainable. Meaning is something that is evergreen, and it's a sense of fulfillment, of being complete and whole. It's an essence, and it's basically the knowledge, or just simply knowing and believing that who you are is enough, and that what you know and that what you've gone through is valuable. And the way to magnify your impact is to share your story, your uniqueness. It's a gift to be who you are. That's how you have to view yourself. And everyone has that potential to be that impactful person, but not everyone is willing to do it. All you have to do is actually commit and put yourself out there and try to help people. That's how you're going to help people. And a lot of people don't have the courage to take that first step. But if you're still listening to me right now, I feel like something's inside of you that's like, yeah, maybe she's right. Maybe I should start doing that. You do. I'm here to confirm that for you. You know that's what you need to do. And I want you to put aside all the fears that you have, because the fears that you have are literally what's holding you back. If you had no fear, you would do it. The reason why I have built a good, loyal community on my school platform, on YouTube, is because I have put myself out there when I didn't know what I was doing. I was not perfect, but at least I just started speaking from my own story. I didn't try to be someone I was not. I didn't try to copy other people. I'm growing because I am being authentically me. And I'm going to end with this, the word vision, because a lot of people want to have purpose, meaning, and a vision for themselves. Here's the thing. When you think about your vision, I don't want you to start only thinking about the possessions you want to have, the family you want to have, the house you want to have, the vacations you want to take. I want you to think about the impact you will have on others. The vision that you have, think about it as a feeling. What feeling do you want to feel in the future? In that vision of yours, do you feel proud? Do you feel secure? Do you feel confident? Do you feel beautiful? What is it about it? Because then that is way more deeply rooted if you know the feelings that you want than something that is so external, like possessions. And a lot of feelings that you want to cultivate, like confidence or proud, those are things that are achieved from helping other people. I'm smiling because I know that's how I feel helping you, and I know it works. And if you actually just gave it a try, and help someone, doesn't matter if you have 1 subscriber, whatever you put out there, someone's going to see it and it's going to help them. And the more you do it, the more consistent, the more you'll attract the people. Like, you cannot be entitled thinking that you're a good person and because you share your story once, it's going to be enough. You need to keep showing up and tell the world that your story is worth a listen, because it is. And the more you try and you put yourself out there and you tell your story, the better you will be at telling your story and knowing what to say and crafting like what's important. And it's okay right now if you just go out there and try and have 1 person watch it, because you're probably sucking at telling your story right now. It's normal. I was so bad at it. And then the better you get, because you've done it a lot, the more people will follow you. And then it's cool because now people follow you when you're actually better. So you have nothing to fear. The only thing that you should fear is you doing nothing and staying in the same place next year, next month, in 10 years from now. You need to start taking action. Here's how I'm going to end off the video. When we talk about vision, I freaking love this. It's so much bigger than personal achievement. Vision is creating a future that other people want to be a part of. That's what I'm doing on this channel. I'm creating a future that I want you to be a part of. I want a future where people feel empowered to reach their own personal growth, to reach their potential, to become leaders and impact others. That's the vision that I have, that the people that have the potential and are high achievers but don't know how to start, have someone like me to look up to and be like, I can be like that too. And I will do it. I'm literally there to just give you permission to actually go out there and be the person that you know you can be. That's the vision that I have. And I want you to come along with me, because to me, that makes me feel fulfilled. And I know that we are very similar with what we desire. If everyone here learns to become a leader of their own tribe through their own stories, collectively, we will make the world a better place. And it starts from small. It starts from me. It starts from you. It starts right now. So please don't remain average and do nothing after this video. Start surrounding yourself with your thoughts, your environment, your people, with where you want to go. And if you need help with that, you can always join my private community. It's free. It's literally free. And you can sign up right now in the first link in the description. And if you want to know more about my personal stories and how I became who I am today through things that I do in my personal life that I don't share anywhere else on any other platform, this is through my newsletter that comes out once a week. And you can sign up in the second link in my description. So on this note, I hope that you know that you're built different. So go out there and prove the world that you are. I love you so much. Lead your life so you can lead others, and we will make the world a better place. Mwah.